Real Rap, episode 12. It's low key, and I am Mr. Superfax. Today I'm joined by the fucking guru, the enlightenment coach. He go by John Hardy. His information is on the screen. His site is on the screen. Definitely check it out, johnhardynow.com. John, how you doing today, bro? I appreciate you linking up with me. Every time we make a video, it's a lot of information and free game going on.
I'm okay. Everything, no complaints over here. Always a pleasure to be on your channel.
Super facts. Now, anything new going on with you want to tell the people about?
Um, Good news for everybody. If you've been having a bad week last week, don't worry. Things gonna be patching up. Family issues. Even certain people should be getting some new jobs, opportunities. Anything you've been going through in the last 2 weeks bad. This the end of the week is gonna patch it up, and next week is gonna be better. So everybody enjoy your December.
Her super facts. Progress on the book at all. When can we cop the book?
That's actually coming out by February 2019. Working through some publishing and copyrights and all that right now.
Super facts. Now shout out to chat. We got the homie Sean on the check-in, triple salute, and the newcomer Joe in the building. So what's up to y'all? First thing I want to talk about today, John, and a quick plug. Definitely check out the Mr. Superfax store, everybody, man. You know, it's clothing catered to kings and queens, okay? Designed by yours truly. The link will be in the description. Check that out. But the first topic I want to talk about today is this whole Homeland Security pretty much telling they're issuing a warning for people to start prepping. John, did you hear about this? They're saying that an electric grid is a prime target of terrorists. It's a profound threat. That's what they're talking about right now. Did you hear about this? You familiar with this?
Yeah, about this almost every year around Christmas time. Every year around Christmas time, they always got some type of warning, some terroristic threat. They just got some legislation going on behind the scene. They don't want nobody to know about. They like pushing agendas and new laws right around Christmas and New Year's, that 31st deadlines, all this terrorist crap. I don't pay no attention to it.
It's interesting that you brought up the fact that it's around Christmas because my brain wasn't even on that. I'm just like immediately, I'm like, hold up, wait, because they're saying prepare for 6 months without electricity, transportation, fuel, money, and healthcare. And immediately my brain is like, wait, am I really going to have to go to Walmart and get my shit right?
There's a lot of things, right? It's a lot of more things they've been warning us about. Invasion of China, Russia. They might take YouTube out by 2019 and so forth, and possible now terrorist attack regarding electricity, and prepare for this and prepare for that. This is equivalent to the Bible end times, right? When they talk about the Bible of end times, can you prepare for that?
No, I don't. I don't.
But they'll tell you to prepare for it. You know what I mean? So when it comes to the Bible the Bible and end times theory, as I call it, the theory of end times, they will have you believe all this crazy thing is going to happen during the return of Christ or after, and the world is going to end and so forth. The end of the time just basically mean Luke chapter 22, verse 10. Jesus said, follow the man with the bucket of water into the next house, right? That means Jesus representing the ages of Pisces, the fish, that's the logo they use with him, following the man with the bucket, that's the water barrier, Aquarius, we're in the age of Aquarius. So it's the end of that time as we know it. Not the end of the world. So when we get these terroristic threats, you could take them the same way. I don't believe in coincidence of terroristic threats happening between November and December. Even 9/11 was real, but that wasn't, intentional to change laws again. We get back to changing laws. So when you see all this happening right around Christmas, The deadline of changing law, they will pass so many laws December 31st because everybody's out celebrating New Year's. That fear of that threat that you see within December disappear in January. Got that?
Man, I'm over here talking. I forgot I put my shit on mute. I got niggas outside my house vacuuming the leaves and shit. But pretty much what you were saying was they're not paying attention. That's why the government can get away with passing certain things around this time.
Right. By December 31st, they pass a bunch of laws because everybody's celebrating New Year's, Christmas. So they got all these laws behind the scene. But don't watch the TV because the TV is going to tell you to worry about all these threats. Usually always, under the umbrella of terrorism in some way or somehow, creating fear
Wow.
so they could justify the laws that they passed.
So you saying you're not scared at all? You're not concerned?
Listen, at the end of the day, they sell candles. They got no. I don't even believe it, to be honest. I don't even believe it. I
Yeah.
mean, we've been hearing this like what, every 3 years.
Ah, you right. You right.
What happened? The world ain't ended yet. America ain't been struck yet. Not by no terrorists. Not by no foreign terrorists.
Oh
Nine
yeah.
11.
You
9
absolutely
11.
right.
To me, 9/11 was no foreigners, attack. Foreigners
Right.
did not attack that. And then when you look at all attacks, the only attack that we had by foreigners was Japan. And there was alleged allegedly allegation that was like, how did they even get, just like 9/11, how did these airplanes cross over to America? It's almost impossible for
Right.
airplanes to go below the radar or above the radar. You can't do that.
Right.
So this is fear mongering again. I don't know if it's the Republicans or Democrats. It's definitely fear mongering to create new laws.
And I do want to say this before we move on to the next topic. A lot of credible people I listen to, they were on this start prepping. They were like, if Homeland Security is saying it, then you need to take these clues or whatever. You need to start prepping. But it was more of I don't want to say a fear, but a fear energy. But like, damn, like shit, is this shit really gonna go down this time? But I think it's super important. I wish more people were like you that gave people confidence as far as, yo, this happens every year. Yeah, you can prep, but at the end of the day, is no way. You know what I mean? When the shit go down, it is what it is.
Look, these like, look. Let me tell you how smart but stupid they are, right? They will put on the news, most of these electric grids is not even protected. So when they say things in the news like the grids, and then they'll put the location, the satellite, they'll show how cheap the fences are. They creating people to really target that place.
Right.
Now, if this is something behind the scenes CIA, FBI, Homeland Security operation, the last thing you want to do is put it in the news and you want to try to neutralize the threat. This goes in the news, and never once one of these grids been hit yet. Not one time. Electric grid been hit yet.
Wow.
Now, if they want to talk about electric grids, let's talk about real grids. Electric grids in the physical aspect is electric currency that's created by man to bring energy sources through electricity on this earth, right?
Right.
There's a deeper grid that's more deeper than, like, you take electricity versus lightning, natural energy grids. This is where they place the White House at. This is where they place the certain buildings on. Now, these grids can't get hit because those grids will be affected. You look
Wow.
at the World Trade Tower at, that's a grid. If you look where the Mayans was at, that's a grid. If you look where the what's the triangle things, the in Africa, Egypt, the pyramids, grids, Washington D.C., grids, France, grids. They got grids all over the world that don't even run with regular electricity. So the fear of us losing this right here can't be predicted by the measure of months. How you gonna stack up for 6 months? If it do happen, that was intent. That's called sabotage, intentional sabotage to create uh, chaos. Fear turn to chaos. Chaos beg the people to run to the government for help. They already got the plan already. Can't
Wow.
create AIDS without you can't patent AIDS without having a cure for it. AIDS is patent.
And that means somebody own it, right?
Shout out. You patent it, you got the copyrights, you own it. Let's test it out first. Send it to Africa. It can really affect people. Okay, we cool. But they got it. Like when somebody had one of the flu viruses, they had the flu virus going around in Africa, and millions of Africans was getting it, right? So it wasn't even millions, it was like hundreds of maybe a thousands or whatever. But they was like millions, right? 3 doctors went and got that. Ebola. It was Ebola. 3 white doctors got that. None of them died. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Explain how a race of people genetically stronger than most nationalities get something that 3 white doctors went to go try to so-called cure them, got it and got cured for. So you can cure the 3 white doctors, but you can't cure, you know what I mean? The
Wow.
people that's getting it.
That's crazy.
So I don't bite into this. I tell everybody, don't bite into this. This is coonery. This is like Christmas. December 21st is a solstice, equinox holiday, and then they put Christmas in front of that, so that's a distraction. New Year's after that, actually January 1st, it's a real traditional spiritual holiday. The 21st, it's a spiritual holiday, and they put Christmas and New Year's, and they can pass whatever laws because everybody running to Macy's, Walmart to buy gifts.
That's some real shit. I guess I would just hate to see it get to the point, and like in 3 days, if that shit really happened, in like 3 days, the food stores would be wiped out. People, it would get to the point where people in the street, it would be like The Purge, the movie we were talking about before. Like it would just, I couldn't imagine. We see it in movies all the time, but I couldn't imagine living in that reality. It would be real, especially on the East Coast when you're not even allowed to have firearms to protect yourself.
And if that was going to happen, they would have shelters already ready
A lot
on
of people are
standby.
saying that they're turning Walmarts quickly as into FEMA camp.
FEMA camps, FEMA camps,
Yeah,
FEMA camps. So if it does happen, it's a sabotage to put people in
right.
a FEMA camp, and then all of a sudden everybody's going to be Mexicans. You're gonna get treated like one. You're gonna get treated like a Mexican trying to cross that wall. That's
And that's another thing. We're gonna go into the next topic. That's another thing. I don't like this whole wall talk because a lot of people feel like they're putting up this wall to keep people from coming in, but really it's gonna keep us from being able to get the fuck out. I feel like a lot of people not thinking about that aspect.
yeah. Because the thing about the wall is, like you said, it's a double sword effect. So if you close the wall to like Mexico alone, there's a lot of prominent not other countries that support Mexico. So if you close that, for instance, agriculturally speaking, it's going to be more GMO foods over here, and people
Wow.
going to get more organic over there. So
And
that the AIDS, let's say the AIDS that we get, and I ain't even going to call it the AIDS, the extortion that they get from Africa will not come through here now. So plant-based food, um, real doctors, just a lot of benefits to the things that America do, like in the healthcare and education and stuff like that. So if anything, like you said, people will be trapped in here, not trapped like they can't get out. They can get out, but it's always hard to come back. But people would be more trapped in America, not being able to go just
yeah.
on a level of learning things. They say never stay in one neighborhood, never hang out on one block. These niggas running around talking about, yo, I'm best style, I live in best style, I'm gonna die in best style. Not me. Not me. I need to explore. So the exploration of different places is going to be gone too. So America won't be able to explore. And I'm talking about to the highest power. You know what I mean? I just seen a video with somebody, one of the congressmen trying to impeach Trump or whatever, but it won't be no more exploration. So now if we can't leave here because of a war, right? And those Mexico who got relations with other countries, you know what I mean? That stopped their tourist business. Guess who lose now?
Yeah, and a lot of people don't think like that, man.
Import export. Guess who lose now? You think they throwing this out the window? You think they're gonna throw the import export out the window? You think they're gonna do the money they get from the tourists, from people going to Honduras, Mexico, or even Europe? All that get compromised because Mexico is like a main gateway.
John, I heard Donald Trump yesterday say he was willing to shut down the government if they wasn't building his wall.
They need to build a wall around Donald Trump. They need to build a whole chimney like 8 foot tall around his ass and shit and let him out through that little hole in the bottom or something. See, the thing about Donald Trump is fighting against the war, right? It's technically not his thing per se. See what I'm
Right.
saying? It's more of
His
a group
supporters.
base. Yeah, not a supporters. Now, see, he tried to get the support. He got the support, but it's a group of, let's just say, Republicans, hypothetically,
Right.
going against the Democrats. Reasons for building walls, reasons for not building the walls. This is a game of chess right here. You know what I mean? I don't think it's going to be possible. A lot of flack coming already from that with the them busting like he's create. I don't know if it's intentionally, but the government is creating controversy. As far as a whole bunch of immigrants crossing the border now.
Right.
So that could be intentional to show why we need to build a wall because we ain't never had a policy, or they could be rounding them up, but we never had a policy where we deny anybody in a case of emergency to come over here.
Right. And then they have all these photos of the migrants trying to cross the border. And they take these specific photos or use specific photos to pull at the heartstrings of the people that really just think more emotionally opposed to logically. And it's ridiculous how easily people their opinions or perceptions is just, swayed in whatever direction the media wants them to be. It's fucking sad.
Yeah, there's a lot of things coming down in 2019, but it's gonna be like Chiron. Chiron is the wounded healer. When Chiron come on the earth, it's actually creating wounds to be healed. The healed, things bad can happen to heal a nation. We might go through some bad financial turmoil, which I can see. That's going to actually eradicate the money system, and I can even see Trump getting in trouble for that, the collapse of the finance. See, and that's another thing nobody's looking at. Why is that not in the news?
The
Where's the
collapse
wall?
of the collapse
Yeah,
of the dollar bill.
yeah. Where's that at? The finance system alone, Wall Street and all that. It's messed up right now. You don't see that in the news. So whenever somebody might put that in the news, they'll bombard the news with a bunch of. Look at the two biggest things that's in the news. Watch this. Watch this. This is it. I like this. Look at the two biggest things in the news. Mexico walls, right? And a Mexican rapper. See how they play politics? See how they play politics? They playing politics. Everybody got their own car. You got a Mexican rapper from Brooklyn with colorful hair. Nobody mentioned that ICE was on his ass too. That's Homeland Security. That technically didn't come in the news like the ATF and the DEA and the FBI and the New York's police department. They didn't put ICE in the initial report, right?
Right.
That's Homeland Security. So what did he got to do with this? Now you got Mexico walls, Mexico rappers. These are two top news headlines. Politics.
Wow. Wow, you
Politics.
want to talk about connecting the dots, man?
Politics. They can kick rocks with that, man. That's why I
Uh,
don't watch the news. I stay current with affairs, but I ain't got no TV in my house. And most people that watch this, the sad part about it, like I just seen somebody posting on Facebook that 6 people was responsible for killing a 3-year-old. Now, the reason I don't watch stuff like that, because it creates feelings, anger, depression, sadness, a whole bunch of things. People think
right,
the world going to end. And then when
right,
you look at people like DJ Vlad and Academic and Ebro in the morning, and I can't even go that far with Charlemagne because their whole thing is different. But these people, all they do is promote negative. These dudes in charge of music.
right.
You know what I mean? DJ Academic would give his predictions and give people names and literally just give the feds a whole profile on what could possibly happen. He don't before he never used to pull up the news. You know what I mean? He used to go off of This dude name is such and such, Grim Reaper, and every time somebody threaten him, they dead in 48 hours. Start the clock. That's
Yeah, right.
prediction.
Like who
That,
says
that's
that
that's
shit?
predictive snitching. That's prediction snitching. That's astro snitching. He probably
Yeah,
using stars astro snitching. He's predictive snitching. Then you got Vlad. He'll bring you up and ask you about like who you shot when you were 30. There's no statute of limitation on murder. Like he be asking you questions. If you ignore it, he'll come around and ask you again and again and again. And I just seen an interview with Ebro in the morning
yeah,
and Kodak Black. Kodak Black walked off for it because he said, well, I know this case really shouldn't be, can't be discussed. And then he brought it up. The radio and really with the sexual assault, and I don't know how you feel about that. Oh, you mad I brought it up? Come on, dog. You're a grown ass man. You can't bring litigation things that's in the court system. Something that the attorney will say, do not discuss. This case is still pending. And he brings it up and then get mad that he don't answer it. So the negative influence of the media is at an all-time high right now. Then when you look at the news, you ain't see nobody having a baby. You don't see college students. You don't see people. All you see is sex, death, crime, killings. Eh, I can't watch TV. I can't watch no TV.
and going piggybacking off of that, Virgo's in the chat. He said Trick Daddy is going in. I guess Trick Daddy responded to how Ebro, was
Yeah, he
handling that
snapped
whole.
on him. He said the same thing like I said. He was like, yo, but he was just more or less like, that's my little homie, that's my man.
Yeah,
You got a problem with him. Why you got a problem with a young boy? I want that smoke. He snapped. He said, I want that smoke. And he called Ebro
right.
name out or whatever the case may be. And it is some sucker shit for Ebro do because even 50 called Ebro out regarding having affiliation or relations, as he quoted, with the police
Yeah,
department, sending him things regarding Tekashi 6ix9ine that he admitted he didn't ask for.
right.
Whoa. He said the first time he asked for information about Tekashi when he first started, they sent it to him. The second time, he didn't even ask for it. They sent it to him. So I tell him most of these rappers, stay the hell off those damn shows because those people is going to get you locked up because all they want to know about crime, criminal shit, and then you telling on yourself.
And they want the ratings. I feel like they don't care about the artist. They don't. They don't. I feel like these motherfuckers at Hot 97 and Power 105, they don't, and everywhere, they don't care. They don't care.
I believe it's deeper than the ratings, though. I believe there's an agenda behind these radio stations to get these people to come out. The getting the ratings is definitely part of it.
Right.
That's a bonus. That's a bonus. If you get this topic, nobody can't get this out of him. But
Right.
I believe like they close to getting paid for having these stupid rappers come up there and just tell on themselves. They just, a dude with the Tekashi 6ix9ine, he wrote a whole tell-all book. Man, the Fed's gonna be the first one to buy it, the first one to revise it. The Fed's gonna buy that book. They're gonna buy that book. And Cisco Billy or whatever his name is, one of these dudes writing a whole book on Tekashi with this case pending.
Yeah, I just seen that shit.
The Fed's buying the first copy. They probably bought 20 copies for the whole investigative unit. Yeah, everybody get a free copy. Let's see what you can pluck out of this. Oh, this dude, some Bobby Shmurda shit. Mitch called a body. If I was with Mitch, I'd have been like, no. Change that verse. Don't put Mitch called a body. So now this dude is opening the can of worms. Now let's go deeper than that. Let's take DJ Academic. November the 18th, 2018, right? He took his first picture with Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Damn.
November the 18th, 2018, that was 17. Year to date, Tekashi got locked up. I still believe it's a coincidence, but look.
Wow.
DJ Academic always bragged or branded himself not hanging with rappers because of the shit they be getting. So what made you get so close to him? What made you get so close to him?
Absolutely. That's the thing that I'm trying to figure out too. And the thing about DJ Academics is he'll tell you up front, I'm a bitch ass nigga, I'm a pussy, and if shit go down, I'm talking to the police.
He said, I'm pointing all 10 fingers. He said, I'm using all 10 fingers. So anybody who's a rapper that's with the street shit should know not to mess. See, and this is where I want to say people are stupid, but it's becoming a norm now. You know what I mean? So I still could classify them as stupid. If you know, like this dude is labeling people this, and if you want I think somebody said if you want information or dirt on anybody, just go to one of these dudes' channels. You can find it out. The feds go right up there. They don't need to investigate. They don't need to take his computer or nothing. They just go up there and teach DJ Academic, DJ Vlad, Ebro in the morning. All right, cool. Oh shit, this makes sense. Yep, let's go get him. Let's go get him.
But I feel like this, man. The fact that like I said, I grew up listening to Beanie Siegel and Jada Kiss and like Big L, like real motherfucking people that added to the culture, regardless of you want to say the rhetoric was, but the music was more genuine. It was real. It felt better. It was more soulful. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like, who do we blame for people like DJ Academic, Tekashi 69? These people making money off of the culture that used to be worth something of value. Who the fuck do we blame? Is it our fault? Let's keep it a buck. Is it our fault? Is it the media's fault? Is it, you know what I'm saying? Is it a small Hassan whip calling all the shots that we just letting it happen?
Yeah, and that's why I stay away from like I said, I keep up to date with current affairs, but I don't really get into the news, the journalism aspect of it, because it's like this world is full of so much negativity now, and if everybody keep listening and watching, what your eyes see and your ears hear, it plays a vital part in your life, and you take on that toxic energy and become toxic yourself.
That's a fact. Now Virgo says it's everybody's fault. We played a part. I agree. I feel like more hip hop people that love hip hop and this culture, they should stand the fuck up. I mean, you look at all the legends, man. They have the biggest voice, and you have Jay-Z still out here making music, allowing, not saying anything to the Lil Pumps or the little Bo Peeps, all of these little rappers. It's like the legends aren't saying nothing. Even I remember Styles P and Dave East was talking about. I think it was I want to say Drake. I think it was Drake. But pretty much they're not shunning these dudes. They're not saying, yo, this nigga's whack. He doesn't represent real hip hop. Fuck him. Like, I just wish one legend or whoever, a veteran in the game,
you know what
say
it
that
is? You know why? You can't really do that. And I'm gonna tell you why. Um, like, okay, one, you're gonna be labeled an old head hating ass person. So first of all, and if you really don't care and you speaking the truth, then that shouldn't bother you. But two, when you go back to, say, for instance, let's take music. Let's take people singing today, right? You don't really have no real singers today. You know what I mean?
apparently you do. This nigga running around calling himself the king of R&B,
Right,
Jacquees.
right. But he can't even mess with Trey Songz or those are real singing when you go back. So you ain't got no real singers now. And when you go back to before, you have people like Trey Songz and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And then people was like, he's whack because you had the R. Kellys and Boys and Men. Then those people will have to criticize them. But if you go back, then you need the Ted Rallies. Prove me. They will have to criticize people. Then if you go back, you got the Teddy Pinder, Gladys Knight, and everybody.
Yeah.
They will have to criticize them. Now, you know what? To me personally, none of them can criticize them, because even when I go all the way back to Teddy Pendergrass and all those songs back in the days, except the people that were singing positive songs, it was turn it off. Sex. There we go again. Sex, sex, and sex. So a lot of music industry never made positive songs to criticize somebody else. You can go all the way back to R. Kelly. Then he pissing on people, but nobody, even way back then, you can go back to certain groups back then. So they kind of they got a fear of a backlash or being an old head. And to be honest, music changes. I used to be one of the ones that like these rap, and I still say that. I keep it to myself. These rappers can't rap. This is mumble rapping. They just talking. They ain't got no flow, no melody, no delivery. They sound like they're on Zany, Perks, Lean, and this is what people like, though. See what I'm saying?
I'll be honest with you, John. I don't think it's because they like it. If they like it, it's because they're programmed to. But I think we just need to as a whole, we not stepping up saying, yo, fuck this shit. We not participating or buying this shit. You're gonna have to go back and go back in the lab or whatever and put out music that's soulful, that speaks to our soul.
Okay, but
You
you
know what I'm
can't
saying?
do that. You can't do that. You know why? Like you said, the programming. Okay, so if an old school rapper try to check Takashi, his fan base is based off of 15-year-old people. You catching a whole backlash. They're gonna be like, "Oh, you hating? Nobody want to hear that old ass LL Cool J
But
shit."
that, I guess that's what I'm saying. Like a Jay-Z, somebody that's a veteran or a legend that can still translate through that era and this era. It would have to be somebody like that. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
I believe Jay-Z took certain parts in doing that in general. He brought up but he brought up pants, but then he started wearing it. But even before the death of auto tune, he
Right.
took shots every now and then, but it's going to hurt his image more. Like he could throw a bomb at somebody, like he went at Lil Wayne. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's calculated his shots based off of, okay, it's a risk thing you don't want to take. You don't want to be labeled the hater, even though you're not. You don't want your views to go down just for being honest. You know what I mean? It's not like selling out, but this is not my era. That's how certain rappers in that age looking at it. This is not my era. You got a lot of rappers that spoke on this. You got a
Right.
lot of rappers. Okay, let's even go with D Block and them. They spoke on it. Jada kissing them. Now look at they pants.
But I feel like I'm sorry. I just gotta keep going.
Hold
But
on. Look
I
at the Locks pants now. They got the skinny pants on now.
feel like
Jay-Z got the whole Puff Daddy suit on now. Styles P pants is not all that skinny, but goddamn, from the kneecap down, that's the European pants. European to have your pants a 32 from the knee up and make it a 28 from the knee down. They wearing that. So now they can't even talk that talk because they will be hypocrites. Now I'm not saying wear baggy pants, or you shouldn't be wearing those type of clothes they wearing. And then when you get in even deeper the aspect of it, you're wearing European clothes.
I mean, we could go even deeper than that. A lot of these rappers that claim to be tough guys are wearing clothes designed by gay guys. Let's keep it a buck.
Yeah. And that ain't nothing. But the fact of the matter, that ain't nothing new. Because if you look at a lot of a lot of these clothes technically been gay. You know what I mean? A lot of
Right.
these clothes been gay. Name some stores, men's stores.
Fuck Ralph Lauren,
He's gay. He's personally gay. He's personally gay.
Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Prada,
He's a
Fendi.
right. But it was one main one where four dudes came from France and opened up a store. A lot of kids wear it now. That's where they were selling the Dickies at and stuff like that a lot. Those type of pants. But when you look at the people that make clothes, majority of the people that's making it are gay. And it's
Right,
even deeper to being gay. They European. So people
right.
that was making clothes that was black, they got shut down or bought out.
Wow, yeah.
It was black owners with clothes shut down and bought out.
Yeah, I just did a video about that like a week ago. How you had Kanye West and Two Chains and Kim Kardashian I don't know if it was a Versace show or whatever the case may be, but I was really pissed off. 'Cause I'm just like, dude, you got all this money, all this clout. Why don't you go out and wear some clothes designed by a nigga in your neighborhood or whoever? You know what I'm saying? Why can't it be a black dude that you promote? I don't.
No, here's a good question. With all these rappers, you know, um, and the money they got, like we can even take like LeBron and Dwayne Wade and stuff, Michael Jordan and stuff. Why are they not making their own sneakers?
There you go.
Why are they not making their own line of
It's
clothing?
like something's wrong with their brain, John. Where they just
No, it ain't got
they
nothing.
immediately they're just like consume, like instead of just like create. You know what I'm saying?
No, Michael Jordan can make his own sneaker and he will outsell what's the name? But I guarantee you most of these dudes is under contract, and if they cross that line, all hell coming their way.
Damn. All right. Well, let's real quick. Let's hop into this other topic, man. As far as Cardi B and Offset, I really only way I could put it is like this: there is no longevity in ratchet love. So let me pull this up real quick, man. Now apparently, Offset is trying to spend Christmas with Cardi B and I guess their kid or whatever. They're saying that this is TMZ. They said they might officially be on the outs, but Offset wants to come home for Christmas. Sources tell TMZ he wants to spend a holiday with his family, especially Christmas Eve and the day, as well as a few days leading up to that. We're told Offset knows how important spending culture's first Christmas with his daughter will be and wants to be there. So why I'm kind of curious, like why is this even a story? They kind of putting it, they kind of making this shit seem like he's wrong for wanting to be with his child. Like I don't understand. Like Cardi
Okay,
B can
okay,
do no
again.
wrong in
Let's
this
no,
situation.
let's come out the news article and let's look at it on a bigger level, right? Who got an album coming out?
Who Cardi B?
Yeah, which one? Offset or Cardi B? One of them got to have an
I don't
album
keep
coming
up
out.
with. I'll be honest. I don't keep up with these two niggas. I don't even know.
Whenever I notice they fake break up or things is in the news, they got an album coming out. I don't listen to them. They not breaking up. They getting back together. I don't care. They getting back together. That's why. Next topic. That's publicity. That's what you call publicity stunt. I don't believe
Yeah.
it's fake. Like they made a publicity stunt, but they will capitalize off of it. You know what I mean? And get people to troll and then get right back together. How many times she called him cheating?
No, absolutely. I mean, she's a fucking bum ass chick, in my opinion. Like, I'll be honest with you. There's no honor. There's zero honor with Cardi B, man.
No, but
I'm
look, no, it's not even Cardi. Look what I'm saying. I mean, we all knew she was a stripper and everything. I'm saying how many times she caught him. She caught him like she snapped on two or three girls. Then she found out he was messing with one girl. Another girl he was messing with, she lied and said she had a baby by him, but I believe he was messing with her. And all these accusations, two of them, she kind of believed. This the third one. So how many times he cheated? I'm just saying, if somebody cheat that many times in a relationship, you know what I mean, and you ain't leave him then, you're not gonna leave him again. Plus, it was a Mercury retrograde, so they not breaking up.
my whole thing is also like, why is this a story? Like, if anybody with a brain, they know these two knuckleheads, they were not gonna be together. I mean, if you look, I'm hearing all over the internet, everybody's saying the same thing for the most part. They were like a retarded, dirty version of Jay-Z and Beyonce. I didn't see nothing. It seemed like it was all, like you said, a publicity show. It could have been even deeper than that. It could have been a
I don't think they're
situation.
breaking up. To be honest, I don't think they're breaking up.
I feel like it could have even been a situation where Cardi B just wanted to secure a bag because Migos were popping before Cardi B came out. You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
she just told him if he want to get back together, he got to sign into a clause. If he get caught
Yeah.
cheating, he got to pay her $10 million.
That shit sound like the shit Allen Iverson got caught up with.
Yeah. Like, I mean,
That's
personally, I
crazy.
don't. That's why I say I'd rather stick to what's the agenda behind it. It's they both capitalizing off it. If they got any albums coming out, they're gonna benefit from that or whatever the case may be. I'll take that for a grain of salt. I don't think they're gonna break up. Of course, they're going through things right now. I don't think they're gonna break up.
Well, John Hardy signed a piece of paper that say you owe this chick 10 milli if she catch you slipping.
Listen, you ain't gotta catch me slipping. I'm snitching on myself. Listen, you was yes, I did. So let's before anybody tell on me, I'm telling on myself. I was just with Little Kim, and it cut to the left. Blame it on the alcohol. I'm sorry if you don't forgive me. I understand. If you want to leave me, that's your choice. What's for dinner? We're not even gonna argue this. You want the truth? See, females didn't like me growing up because I always told the truth. They was like, "Oh, you was out there for yeah." It's better." And then you said the females, because a lot of dudes, this is the game they play with dudes. Just be honest. So when you get caught cheating, they be more upset about you lying than cheating. Oh man, reverse it on them. If you cheat, tell them. Don't even wait to get caught. See how they react then.
Facts. And the thing, and we gonna go to the next topic, but really, pretty much with me, I don't like anything about Cardi B. She's not honorable, and I feel really I'm disgusted because all these little chicks are being programmed to look up to her. Like people, I have friends that they tell me how they have little cousins or whatever the case may be. Like just you know what I'm saying. And I fear that my baby cousin, she's only like 7 years old. But the fact that you could have that on the radio and my little cousin is singing this song, and I know what Cardi B represents. Cardi B is a fucking, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say allegedly, but I know she was selling pussy in that strip club, man. I don't care what nobody say.
I
That's
mean,
how these type of bitches
that's
get
not,
down.
that's not even nothing. Like, I mean,
That's
I'm saying it in a
that's
nice way. I'm
not
saying it in a
honorable.
nice way. I'm just saying that's just trying to be nice. That's facts. Let me put it like that. Of course, a stripper is selling, and we like now. This is why I can't really say if that's not honorable. Him messing with her is not honorable. You messing with see, then that's the thing with people who try to say they girl is this and that. You know, and I mean today's people talk about what's a bad, they say bitch or whatever the case may be. What's a bad, and they use words. I'm like, what's your description of a bad? They be like tattoos. I'd be like, I can't see we're at that age. So
Right.
people think a stripper is bad. You can't fathom your mind to even feel a way about somebody who's so ignorant. And when I mean ignorant, I don't mean stupid. I mean just misguided, misinformed.
Right.
What's a bad female? You can't say a bad female is a stripper or look how sexy she is because she got tattoos. No, okay, right? I'm gonna give you my theory of a bad female. She got, let's just give 5 C's, right? She got a car. She got a career. She ain't got no criminal history. She got good credit. She could cook.
Oh,
And she could clean.
yeah,
Now that's a bad female. That's a bad female. That's a bad.
yeah. And them bitches is dinosaurs nowadays.
You can find them, but they not. See, this is when people be like, ain't no more good men or females out there. They are. They just stand under the radar. If I
Yeah.
look for a female, the first thing I look for, no judging against the ones that got tattoos, because we're in that age, no tattoos. I don't
Yeah.
ever think I've been with a female that had a tattoo. Let me think. Let me think good. Let me think. I can't be for sure, but nope, I don't think I've been with a female that had a tattoo. Like I've been with personally in a relationship or whatever. It's not that I look for it or don't look for it. It was just a coincidence. So everybody standards of a female is different, but to me, it's categorized in different genres. So when if she's not honorable for being a stripper, then he's less than honorable for being with the stripper. So he can't blame what happens to him after that. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely. I don't. I mean, I don't. I could care less about Offset either. It's just two stupid people that because I guess they're famous or whatever the case may be, their relationship is being highlighted. But in reality, if I feel like this, in reality, if you see these people in real life, they both just ratchet and raggedy as fuck. You wouldn't even care. But because they have the status that they have, it's trending worldwide. When I'm sorry, dude, like these are the worst examples of human beings to ever follow in a relationship. Like,
But there's this. But you got to look at the bigger aspect again. This is what you call the new agenda. Look at Kim Kardashian and
Kanye.
Kanye West. Look at Kim Kardashian's sister and the basketball player. They always chasing black people. Okay, now let's look at most of these relationships. Most of these relationships. Hold on for a second. Let me take this.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to mute this. Yeah, you can go
I,
on.
I,
Good brother.
you want me to mute it for you?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, man. Triple salute, man. The kings and queens on the check-in, man. Triple salute, the young King Virgo checking in with us, man. We had the homie Sean up in the building, man, and the homie Joe in the building, man. My whole thing with Cardi B is before we go into the next topic, wow. But before I even get my final thoughts on that, everybody, please check out the good brother John Hardy. This is the homie right here. Definitely an astro enlightenment guru. Okay, so check out johnhardynow.com. That's johnhardynow.com. Also on YouTube, he go by Astro. enlightenment. Okay, definitely subscribe to him, hit that notification bell, show love and support. Also, man, hit up that Mr. Superfacts store, man. This is clothing catered to kings and queens. Peep the commercial game. All right, we got some new pieces going on over here. Honor thy fellow king. Super honorable. Honor thy fellow queen. Death ain't gangster. Life is gangster, man. So check out the pieces over here. And this is my personal favorite right now. I'm going to keep it a whole buck with you. Okay? I'm not co-signing any members of the Mighty Morphin Rainbow Ranger unit. I just can't get jiggy with it. Okay? So definitely check out the Mrs. Superfact store. Let me hop back over here and tell y'all my final point on this Cardi B situation before we get into the next topic. Pretty much my whole thing is I understand that there's a lot of programming going on. Um, I understand it's coming at people from every angle. I understand no matter what part mentally where you at, regardless if you a complete sheep and you're full asleep, or if you're in the process of trying to wake up, or if you already awoke and you trying to manifest on you on a 4D, four-dimensional wave, you trying to manifest on some 5D shit, not no 5G. Okay, I don't want cancer. We talking 5D. You back, John?
If you want to manifest on 5D, go to my site, johnhardynow.com. Give me 30 days and watch I take your life on an astral travel that you ain't never been before. They can't do it like me, I can assure you. Astromedics, I can tell you exactly. Don't tell me what's wrong with you. I'm going to figure that out. Astromedics, and I'll give you the solution and everything that you need for it. And then when it comes to astro finance, I'm going to tell you where you're weak, your strengths, your best career you should be working in, and actually what you came back into this life to do. Personality, astrality, I can help you, guide you through hiring your subconscious to bringing out the best in you, and let you know what type of relationships you need to be around, because sometimes we be around relationships in general that's not good for us. So if you're with a female or male in a relationship, you can't even see how that energy might be taking you down until you break up with that person. Even in your family, you can have haters in your family. I got haters. You know where my haters at? I can spot where everybody haters at. My haters is usually and something to do with my reputation and career, because I attract powerful people in the corporate world. So people like managers and supervisors, they be jealous of me, and even some workers. So with my reputation, people look at me because I got that. I walk in the store and people think I'm the manager. Anywhere I go, people think I'm a leader. So you have somebody like a Virgo come and just try to overtalk me and take over the crowd or some shit like that. You know what I mean? So we all got that. We all got haters. We all got things that we're in love with. You know what I mean? We got ways that we was born to make money with. You know what I mean? You particularly, you just in general, for you was born into a banking system. You could be overindulging and spending, and you can make money real fast, and you could spend it real fast. So we all have some type of 5D dimensional superpower that we not activating. And this is without even using, this is not even using the diet. This is just something that's in the conscious mind.
That's some real shit. Triple salute the homie John Hardy on her check-in. Check out johnhardynow.com. And also subscribe to him on YouTube at Astro Enlightenment. And my final thoughts on Cardi B. Pretty much if you're a female and you have a pulse in your body, do everything Cardi B does, do the opposite of that shit. Okay. That's low key T's advice as far as Cardi B. Now let's just real quickly talk about this whole Steph Curry. Pretty much, I don't know. I'll be honest, Steph Curry looking like a bitch ass nigga out here. I'm gonna keep it a bug with you, John. 1 minute Steph Curry is, whether he's joking or not, he's making comments saying that he doesn't believe people landed on the moon, and now he's doing a 180 saying that it was a complete joke. Did you hear about this whole situation? How you feel about it?
Who is that? A rapper?
Steph Curry.
never heard of him. Never heard of him. Now I'm fucking with you. Steph Curry used to
nigga that look 12.
Yeah.
I don't care how old he look, man. He never gonna have a beard.
Now, see, the thing about Steph Curry, right? No matter what, I'm just giving you a general description of Steph Curry. Steph Curry talk backwards, right? I'm serious. I'm gonna break logic down though. If he's listening to this or anybody in his family listen to it, they gonna understand. He talked backwards. Like he tried to be a guru in teaching people through speaking, for instance. But his words can come off backwards, not because it's intentionally manipulative. He just speaks so high and try to be so, intellectual with his words. It's just sound backwards. Like when he was the dude that had a problem with the science teacher. When the science teacher said, "Look, um, take the fire, electricity." No, he said, "Take the water and electricity and create fire." He did fire, electricity, and water. And the science, the teacher was like, "You did it backwards." You know what he said? Exactly. And he was like, "Explain that to me." He said, "You said do it this way, but if I did it this way, it gives me the opportunity to take the water and put the fire out." See, that's backwards. He know how to explain that backwards talk too. So, and another thing about him is when it's back against the wall, his debative technique come out that way. So he don't realize how stupid he sound. Like, again, these people need PRs. They need PRs to speak for them because he don't have no logic in him. You know what I mean? He don't have no logic.
Now,
It's just,
I mean, to be honest, I heard that they apparently NASA deleted all the records or history of us landing on the moon the first time. So I mean, to be honest, if there's no receipts or evidence of us going somewhere, why is somebody wrong for believing if we really didn't go to the moon?
well, technically, right? Technically, um, here are some super facts.
Yeah.
If if we landed on the moon, right? Okay, one scientist will prove that there's a 0.10 chance we can land on the moon. What are the odds of coming back? Okay, when you go through the Earth layer, when you go past the sky, there's only a certain amount of altitude that any element on this Earth could take before it starts to disrupt. When you
Right.
go past that, there's another atmosphere that heats up to 17,000 degrees or 1700. Ain't nothing going past that. And then the third layer heats up to over 2,000. So it's not no element on this earth. Those cheap metal things they use to send up there, there's not one material on this earth that can get us to the moon, more or less outer space.
Right.
It's impossible. First of all. Second of all, the proof, they didn't delete every proof that we landed on the moon. NASA deleted everything that exposed them for not landing on the moon because everything they put out to show we landed on the moon was actually backwards. You can see when they was on the moon, the flag was pointed the opposite way of the wind was blowing. They forgot to put stars in the air. The shadow was going the wrong way from where the light was at. So there was a lot of discrepancies on the photos that they took. Even they showed one time, the dude was floating, but this thing wasn't floating. You know what I mean? As far as gravity wise. So if you go even deep into that aspect, there's been a lot of controversy. Anything I find controversy on, I don't really dig into. But when I dig into it, I do it with an open mind. With that said, trust me, we never landed on no moon. And if we did, we ain't come back. We can't make it to no moon. It's impossible.
Yeah, and I heard that even if you go past a certain part, human beings can't make it. They would like get fried.
Yeah.
Technology can go past a certain part, but human beings
You
can't.
can't go past, like I said, because the material that we use, I don't care if they
Right.
use metal, steel, wood, whatever, any material that's on this earth realm cannot go past that second layer above the earth. You can't. It's 1700 degrees. You're not going to know unless you got kryptonite or something that's from outer space that could take you back in space. You know what I mean? But when you got metal, you got earth, you got water, you got copper, all this other stuff, that's not going to make it past that. It's going to burn up, and that's how the people in the ship going to burn up.
Right, right. Now we got Kevin Kelly on the check-in. He says, "What did they warn about?" I think he was just talking as far as the
The prepping.
Yeah, the prepper, and pretty much John Hardy said, "Fuck that shit." They just trying to pass laws, so don't even. No, it's a false alarm, Kevin.
Basically, they putting out warnings about the Grizz possibly being attacked. And if you go back to right around like new laws being changed, they always have similar terroristic or Grizz being attacked. I don't know. Maybe we can Google it. Have any Grizz been attacked since they've been putting out that since the 80s? Since the 80s.
But I'm gonna look that up while we talk about this next topic. Your boy, Young Jock, what's going on with him? John Hardy, somebody need to come get him. If Low Key T is ever in the streets and you see Low Key T, aka Mr. Superfax, with a European man bun with the Caesar, come get me. Okay? Clearly, Young Jock is an asset to the LGBTQXYZ. What are your thoughts on this new haircut? Is he expressing himself? You co-sign it, or is there something going on with this man? At one point in
Well,
time,
that to be honest, okay. Anybody who been under Puff Daddy camp is suspect. Let's
he
get
was
that out.
signed. He was signed to Diddy.
Yeah, Young Jock was back with Diddy. It was a group, a long time a group, and I think somebody else took him after that. It's going down. Meet me at the home. He was in one of those groups he has. I think one of those TV show groups, if I'm correct. Right
Yeah.
now, 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 he was suspect. The first hairstyle he got. That ain't the first one. He had another one before that. So
This one.
the Nah, it was before that. It was one worse than that. He had like the hair going up in curls almost like. So this is the second one that came out. Now the thing about these people, these 90 babies, Young Buck, right? Who else? I think they try to throw Cassidy under the bus. That basketball player. There go back, go back, go back, go back. That one, that one, that one, that one. They was defending that right there. They was defending that.
That's super fly, man.
Yeah, super fly. That's super gay. Now the thing about it, you know what I mean? I don't believe he's an agenda for the LGBT. I think he just sold himself to them because he was all. Some of these 90 people was gay. The Eddie Murphys in them. They was gay already. But now it's like the door's open. It's like I'm free. I can be myself now. But what am I going to get for it? Hey, LGBT. Let me get something for it. But the only thing that gets me with them is why still deny it. You live in it in public and still denying it.
Right.
Ask him if he's gay. Watch what he say.
What do you think he would say?
Nah, this the new wave.
Yeah.
This the new wave. This the new wave. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to be in tune with the new wave. They got another gay look. That's another gay look. See that hair when you get that perm presses and all that? That's like, boy, been gay, man.
How I feel about this whole situation is that it's just not a good look. I don't know. Maybe I'm programmed to feel that way. I don't know, but I just feel like as a man, if you're a masculine man, this is not a look that you would sport. And it's sad that he has a lot of supporters, a lot of younger kids that grew up listening to him. That I don't know. It might be the wave right now for a European motherfucker playing soccer or something, but not for you, Jack. I don't.
No.
I just don't see
Sometimes you can see a potential of somebody being gay off of their charts, right? Okay. Now I'm not saying for everybody. It depends what's the connection, right? Pluto and Libra. Pluto is secretive. Libra is relationships. Pluto is sex and power. That people with that in their chart can be gay because Pluto is sex. Libra is those are sexual beings too. So if let's just say if he's come out and say he been gay. He been gay. He been gay. Go back 14 years. He been gay.
Sorry.
Something happened to him when he was 14. Something happened 14 years ago, and now he's just coming out with it because everybody's coming out with it.
He just looked like a little white girl that's trying to be a boy. It's just weird, man. It's just
And that's
weird.
the funny part. That's the funny part. When black people try to be gay, they try to be like white girl gay.
God bless Young Jock. Hopefully he working out, man. It is. I'm not talking shit. It's just a lot of bizarre behavior.
there's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing for him to work out. Like somebody is somebody is scooping that boy peanut butter. Just hope you don't. He's
That-
scooping that boy peanut butter every day, dog. That's like you know. But here's the thing. Let's look at the larger thing. Now let's get out the news. Now let's look at the larger thing. A lot of people in this industry is like that. A lot.
Absolutely.
A lot. You can go down to P. Diddy and everybody who was with him had accusations. You can go to him and French Montana with the pictures they took. You can go all the way down to like people. Even Drake was accused of it. There's a lot of people. Then you got the Young Thugalicious and all these other people. So it's deeper than people just being a self. This is an agenda being pushed towards the black community to um the masculine, demasculate the
Yeah.
black man.
No.
Give them criminal charges, turn them gay.
No.
Let's find ways to make them weak. Let them listen to pop music now. Nobody listening to style P no more.
That's a fact.
When you listen to those music, it give you masculinity. You stand up. Back in the days when the police put their hands on a little boy and there was 30 people around him, something got done about that.
Yeah.
Nowadays, people on some female shit taking pictures and get off him. No, somebody run and snuff him. Somebody run and snuff him and to get that boy out the way and take the charge if you got to take the charge.
But see, I
Well,
think this is a very important a point of view right here. God damn. For what you just said, people are gonna call you a conspiracy theorist. What are you? You're crazy for what you're saying. This is just the evolution. This is just the way we're going as
no, no, no,
humanity.
no, no.
You
For
need
people,
to
okay,
accept it, John Hardy.
listen. I talk facts, right? Okay. If somebody called me conspiracy, somebody called me a conspiracy theory with the FEMA camps, right? Those same people is trying to explain that FEMA camps is out now. I was a conspiracy theory then. So most people that get caught using the word conspiracy theorists, it's either one side opinionated or they not researching the facts. These are people that's just argumentative to try to prove a word. They don't even really know the in-depth definition of it. So conspiracy theory was a word to make people delusional about facts they may be proven. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
in the 1960s, the CIA weaponized the word conspiracy theory.
Conspiracy theory. So they use certain words called magic to program people to debate people that can expose things. So when you look at certain things and they call conspiracy theory, nobody expected Trump to win. Conspiracy theory proven. Okay, conspiracy theory. Nobody went to moon. They didn't prove nobody went to the moon yet. Conspiracy theory. FEMA's a hoax. FEMA's is out there now.
About
Conspiracy theory. Steph Curry rocks.
But let me set this up then. Let me ask this question. I pose this question behind the scenes. What if conspiracy theorists, air quotes around it, we don't get no love? Now, what if we were accommodated the same as people within the LGBT community?
Well, you see, you got Alex Jones up there. He was a big because he didn't see the feds coming for him. They was coming for him. You know what I mean? But even the people that host shows like this as conspiracy theory, they still double agents. They still down with these people, but they
Right.
just can't release certain things. They let their head, like I believe he was throwing out the Baphomet sign, the double horns, and all that. Alex Jones, but he just went to another level with it. You know what I mean? You can't go to another level with it. You know what I mean? They tell you, they warn you, they give you a few warnings like, dog, don't put this out because it's not in the news. You know? So you can't expose certain things that's not in the news if it's already out there. And a lot of journalism learning that now. Even some of the DJ academics, they learning to put what's already reported. So what people considered a conspiracy, 90% of the time, it always turned out to be facts. They thought that war was a conspiracy, right? They conspiring to put up a war. That's the only conspiracy I see. For people who don't believe, who always quick to say somebody doing a conspiracy theory, I challenge anybody in general. Because this is what I did. I used to be on that same side. I challenge people to go research the facts, with an open mind, and then you could see for yourself, you know what I mean? And look up the word, like he said, the how conspiracy theory word was thrown at us, but conspiracy theory is no more than You know, if somebody's saying this is going down behind the scene, it's just telling you don't believe the hype. You know what I'm saying? Racism was a conspiracy theory.
Wow.
Sexism is a conspiracy theory. Being poor is a conspiracy theory, right?
That's a fact.
Technically, they say it's in your mind. No, it's not. It's in the hood. Go to bed, stop. It's in the hood. It's not in my mind. It's in the hood. So they all poor-minded people. You think it's a coincidence that there's no agenda behind this LGBT, a machine pushing it? I'm a
That's
conspiracy theory because I think somebody is funding these people. Go do your research and see the white man that started this and the feds that backed it up and the other person that put it up there with Black Lives Matter. Those are funded. Go see who fund those places. And then they come back and debate with me.
That's a fact. And I just feel like I just wish more people, I wish there was like kind of like a campaign, right? Where this, you know how people go out and march, they go out and march for Donald Trump and whatever protest they got going on. I wish there would be like a protest or some sort of event where people that didn't agree with the official narrative would just go out with like a sign or something and just write on it, I'm a conspiracy theorist, or right, this is what a conspiracy theorist looks like.
You
Because
know
then
why
it
you
was
can't do
so
that? You know why you can't do that? Because here's another conspiracy theory. They made black people too dumb to stand up for themselves. Only black people really got the listen, black people really got the power. If you get a bunch of black people, laws will change. But the minute you get a bunch of black people together, it's always one to sell out, talk against it. You get four black people doing business, they gonna bring a white person there. Not to say we got anything against white people, but let's build it ourselves. And then make another one because the white people got their own stuff, Chinese got their own stuff, Jew got their own stuff, but you can't do nothing. Like even if you talking about protesting hypothetically against the government or Walmart, black people are so stupid they just gonna put that all over Facebook,
right,
all over them, all over, and then they're gonna be going against it. So sometimes you could try to educate a black woman, for instance, for being in the LGBT bigger than being gay. Like we ain't got nothing to do with you being gay, but this organization's made for this. She's gonna argue with you.
right.
Try to talk to a black man about sleeping with a white woman. Be like, dog, stick to your own kind. That's what they do. They need us. Stick to your own kind. And then when you get to a certain aspect, then we can make those changes. When we get our own school, then we can, what they call what is called incorporate, or it's another word for it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, but pretty much what I was saying was just the
Hold
fact
on, hold
that
on. News break. Incoming news. 6ix9ine manager shot is selling. We don't fold, we don't bend, we don't break. It's fucking Treyway hoodies in jail. God damn. God damn. God, yo. I
my
wonder if
man,
the feds bought the first one.
my man is about that paper, man.
Yo, and I know 6ix9ine is like, God, what the fuck?
My man is about that paper, man.
6ix9ine was like, this nigga just still snitching on us. God damn, bro.
I'm dead. I'm dead. That's
Yo,
crazy.
three cards of cigarettes off for your hoodie. What size you want? Yo, yo, I'm done, dog.
I'm dead. That's crazy.
Fuck
That's
my head up.
crazy.
Breaking news.
Wow.
All right, let's hit the
I
next topic.
I was shit. Yeah, but pretty much all I just wanted to wrap up with that was just saying if there was a situation like that, I feel like a lot of people would look at these people with these banners or these signs, and they would say that say this is what a conspiracy theorist look like, and they would see that we all look the same. It's not, we don't look different. Ain't nobody, we don't look different. We look the fucking same. It's just our brain is pretty much built different.
Facts.
Um,
I
let
say
me
program. Our brains is programmed different because some people, like, let's look at hypnotism, right?
right,
You got certain people that's easy to hypnotize. You got certain people that's a little difficult, but you can break them in. Then you got people what they call an open eye gang, open eye motherfuckers, open mind, third eye. You can't hypnotize a person for nothing. I'm a person that can't be hypnotized. I will pay somebody that can hypnotize me. You can't hypnotize me. It's impossible. I will pay the best hypnotism to hypnotize me because some people use both sides of their brains. If you use one side of your brains, you can be hypnotized. If you're using both sides, your right side is your creative, your left side just follows a pattern. Most people is programmed to follow a pattern.
Right. All right, let's see. Let's hop into the next topic. This is just a real quick one. I just wanted to bring up. Um, it's pretty much, I guess they're coming out with the next Deadpool. I guess it's gonna be Deadpool 3, but they're using a poster. If this should ever load, but it's pretty much the poster that they're using is depicting Deadpool as Jesus Christ. Just want to know your quick thoughts on this. I mean, in the movie and in the character comic books, Deadpool is actually he actually identifies as a pansexual. So it just, in my opinion, just off jump, it looks like that it's just more trying to pretty much clown or make fun of people that believe in, pretty much Christians or people that believe in a Most High. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they use these type of image again. It's an image to cause controversy again, because you're gonna have people to be like, "Oh, this is Illuminati and this and that." Then you're gonna have certain people that be like, "Jesus ain't real," and whatever the case may. This is why I don't watch TV,
Right.
because it causes controversy. They don't that and it draws up views, ticket sales. You know what I mean? So all these movies. If you look deep into the movie, right? Is that the once upon a Deadpool that just came out yesterday?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, now see,
Yeah.
I can break.
Wow.
Look, I can break this whole thing down, right? They got the Spider
Wait,
Man.
wait, wait. This a movie that just came out?
Yeah,
Oh
if not,
shit! Yeah, yesterday.
yeah, December the 12th.
I thought it was a promotion for the. I thought it was gonna come out later. What the
Nah, it looked
fuck?
like it says in theaters December the 12th.
Yeah, yeah, you right.
So now, if you look at it, right, they plan off the
That's crazy.
cartoons, right, and then they plan off the Return of Christ. They got Spider Man in there. Like, this is so many. Yeah, okay, off the color red. You know what I mean? Red is attractive color. It bring a lot of energy. Right. Ah, that's deep. My nephew, right? He said it's a rated R, but this is how they get the kids to come.
Right.
PG-13. So, right. He said it's usually rated R, but it's PG-13. So this is how they get the kids. This is another brainwashing thing. So you're gonna have controversy again with people saying they plan off of Jesus or whatever. It look like I even see somebody with an afro in the back.
Yo,
I
this
see somebody
dude
that
over here.
and then
Wait,
yo,
they
wait up,
look
they
like a
got
girl.
black people in there. It look like Young Ma on the right next to the person with the blonde
Mhm.
hair. That look like Young Ma. You
This
got
is
you got see,
wait,
and this is something that kids are not supposed to be watching, because it's
right,
detrimental. It's detrimental to their future. You know what I mean? I don't.
right,
I just see they plan off the Christ. You know what I mean? Now you know what I believe about the Christ, but they plan off the Christ. They using Spider-Man cartoon tactics. And then if you
right.
look at the origin of Spider-Man, you know what all these things is associated with the stars, but they plan off it. So this is like they know it's going to cause a controversy, but they're going to make it funny. You know what I mean? That's like the what's that movie? It's always funny. The TV show with the talking dog. What's that called?
You talking about Family Guy?
Family Guy. You know that. Look,
Brian.
it, they. You know, if you look at that, look how many gay jokes he played with his owner.
Yeah, yeah.
That's this shit right here. That's this shit. It's gonna be some gay shit in here. Watch. Some funny gay shit like dudes grabbing each other penis. And now again against y'all gay people, I don't have nothing against y'all. I look at gay people, white people, black people, all in a separate category until they get crossed up in the agenda, used. Gay people are being used. Real gay people is not LGBT. They was like, we don't got nothing to do with that. They trying to use us for money. Black people,
Absolutely.
pro-black, conscious people, brother polite, nature boy, um, man, Cyanetta. These are the. This is why black people are stupid, because they listen to these dudes.
Absolutely.
Nature boy out there passing disease, Cyanetta bringing these niggas on board. Brother Polite got 3 wives, and now he got one white wife, and he got kicked out of the white neighborhood. He came back to the hood, and they accepted him. This is that shit right here. This is why I literally try to teach people. Listen, TV is made for news. There's a few things you can get off of TV and the internet. If you're not using it to your benefit, you don't need to be watching this. This right here is corrupting the minds of the kids, especially black kids, because the box office is turned up by mostly black kids.
Wow. That's crazy. I didn't know a lot. A lot of people probably don't know that. Now, Kevin Kelly says I saw that too and thought that Deadpool thing was disrespectful. Yeah, I mean it's just they're doing too much because and then also that alienating people that they might they wear a cross or whatever the case may be. Even if they identify as Christians, they still be at the strip club on the weekends. But I mean this is spit in the face to them. They probably
But you know
still
what's
probably
deep?
gonna go out and watch it though.
You know what's deeper? Look, look. You know what's deep? Look, look. You know the deeper symbolism I'm getting out of this, right? Okay, we looking at Jesus, right?
Right,
In Spider-Man costume, right?
right,
Watch, look
right.
how deep this is. And this could be a warning too, right? The return of
Right.
Jesus.
Yeah,
What color is the devil?
right.
Boom. Say less.
Absolutely.
So they trying to emulate
And
the return of
yeah,
the Antichrist versus Christ. So they getting
yeah.
everybody to indirectly worship the devil.
Yes. That their God is the devil, so pretty much for them everything is in reverse.
Somebody next year on Halloween is gonna have the same outfit as a costume.
That's a
Somebody
big
gonna have this
Yup.
outfit next year
Yup.
on Halloween.
And people are gonna be desensitized. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, it was in a movie. It's okay now.
And the minute you try to explain it to her, what you gonna be called? Conspiracy
There
theorist.
you go. I tell people I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm a conspiracy analyst. That's what I tell people. I got to keep it a buck.
I make sure
Now
when
we're
I
gonna
talk
have
on topics, that's why I like making sure I talk on topics I know, so I can break down the
right,
fundamental and the connection. Like when I speak on the Bible, I speak on the heavenly connection with the metaphysics and how it connects to the earth in a physical form. You know what I mean? So that's
right.
why I kind of like if I attempt to debate people, I don't waste my time. But people of my knowledge, we don't waste our time. But if I attempt to debate people, you know what I mean? I'll say something like Easter is a fake holiday. You can hit them with the simple thing like what rabbit laid an egg. But I go deeper and be like, pull up March 21st. Now, what holiday is that? Google March 21st holidays. March 21st is sacred holidays. So they put Easter right behind it so nobody worship that sacred holidays. June
Wow.
21st, September 21st, December 21st. All these are sacred holidays, but they put fake pagan holidays after that so we can spend our money and don't worship and never learn about the true holidays of the true Passover and all those type of holidays.
And it's so crazy. I just look up March 21st holidays, and this is what people gonna see when you refer to them. It's fucked up. They're not gonna understand what you're saying, but it says it's National French Bread Day,
See?
National Kick Butts Day. Like, what does
See?
that mean? National Kick
See?
National Assault Day? What is that? Uh,
Now that's what they see how they put that up in there.
yeah,
Now, now if you change that Google to March 21st spiritual holidays. Now watch what really pop up. See, they don't even they change all the definition of that,
yeah.
and that's the tone they put out to them.
Let's see. Uh, religious. Should I go to religious holiday?
Yeah, religious.
Let's see. Oh, I fucked up.
Oh, the next one, that one, observance.
Oh shit. Where is it at?
The second one from the top. Okay, that might be good.
But it said I was on the March 21st. It said Holai and Hindu. I don't know. Let me go back.
See, these are the people that worship those holidays on these days. Even September 11th. You know what I mean? November the 1st, March 21st. Go back up. You passed it.
Oh
March
shit.
20 to 21st, Hindu. March 21st is a Jewish holiday.
This one right here. Oh, yeah. I think this was it right here. March 21st, holidays and observances.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
You're gonna kill your memory with all these screens up.
Is this thing on here? It's just a lot of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Go down to the third one. Religious holidays, religious life.
go back from this page.
Now go down right now where you at. Go just okay, go down. Let me see. Scroll down there. See? Now, if you see all these days, you don't see nothing religious in here.
Right,
So they took all that out and they played with Easter.
right.
4th of July, June 21st. 4th of July is another holiday. December 21st, they got Christmas, December 25th, and then New Year's. September 21st is another holiday. It's actually when the sun goes into darkness, sundown. So
That's crazy.
they got Halloween mixed up in that and all those spooky shit that don't exist. Most of the holidays, December 25th, a fat white dude in the red suit. That's the new Santa Claus, that whole Spider-Man thing. That's all, you know what I mean? So they play off of these. But let's not get back off the topic. Let's go back to your topic. Because
That was crazy because Kevin Kelly says, "So what are these 21st days representative of?" And I think he asked that before you went in. So
all right, break it down real quick. If you look at right the cross of Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ out on the cross, right? Take your arm, stick it out left and right. If you stick it out left and right, on the left side, you got Aries. Aries is the lamb. That's why you always heard about the lamb in the Bible. The ram. The ram is the lamb, right? That's March 21st. That's New Year's,
wow,
right? And if you go to the right, you got Libra, the scale of justice. That starts in, if I'm correct, September the 21st. Now, if you hold your hand all the way up and all the way down, you got June 21st and December 21st. That's Capricorn. And that's Cancer. That's called a cardinal cross. These are cardinal holidays. This is why the Vatican used the word cardinal. And every point where it starts, it's called the ark. This is why you always hear the word ark. Even Noah's ark had animals. You know what I mean? So when you get into that aspect right there, you dealing with those days, and even I believe the first of every month is one of those holidays as well, because you got Aquarius and Leo, and then you got Scorpio and Taurus. These are another crosses. But on Christmas Day, those zodiac sign pairs up just the way I explained it. The stars will represent a cross behind the sun. The
wow,
sun represent, right? And then this is why you see a lot of religious people they put up there with a halo behind their head, or
right,
somebody's on a cross, sun, moon, and stars. You'll see a lot of crosses on a lot of altars, no matter what religion they are. So they
wow.
going off of that 21st, they all in alignment with each other. You know what I mean? These is called seasonal changes. The introduction to new seasons.
That's
March 21st is spring. June 21st is summer. September 21st is fall. Things is falling. They call it fall because the sun is falling into a dark space. And then December 21st, you know what I mean? This is the equinox or the solstice. And if
right.
you want to get even deeper than that, you can go into the Father's the Lord's Prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. That's Aries. Aries is the ram, aka the lamb. Aries rules the cerebrium of the brains, the forehead. That's where heaven is at. Our Father who art in heaven, our brains. Hallowed be
Wow.
thy name. In the book of Exodus, the Israelites asked God, who should I tell sent us? They say, I am that I am sent us. I am is the motto for Aries.
God damn,
Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. That's Taurus. Thy kingdom come. Taurus is ruled by the bull. The bull ruled the stock market. Stock market ruled the kingdom. That also rules banking. Banking rules the kingdoms. They put in centralized banking in every place now. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Gemini, Mercury. ever experienced a Mercury retrograde? Technology, but name a Gemini that don't get nothing done. On Earth, which is Cancer, Cancer is ruled by the moon. The moon rules babies, having babies, the liquid fluid in your body. It also rules the tithing of the ocean. It rules every water element under this earth.
Wow.
As in heaven, Leo, king, lion symbol, ruled by the sun. The sun governs everything in the heavenly bodies and on earth. It put lights in the heavens. Then it said, give us our daily bread. Virgo, September, harvest season. Virgo's represented by the virgins. The virgins used to go out and get the bread right around that time. Forgive us for our debt as we forget our debtors. The old version of the Bible. Now they say sin, but it's forgive us for our debt as we forgive our debtors. Libra, the scale of justice. Venus also rules debts and investments. Lead us not into temptation. Scorpio. Scorpio rules temptation because Scorpio rules Pluto, and Scorpio rules the 8th house of sex, and it rules sex, magic, death, rebirth, the occult, magic, all that. Lead us not into temptations. Deliver us from evil. Sagittarius, ruled by the archer, is also ruled by Jupiter, the beneficent. Nobody know how big Jupiter is, but just get into the archer, half man, half horse, with the bow and arrow. In Greek mythology, he was delivering a lot of people from evil. For
Wow.
thine is a kingdom. Capricorn. Capricorn rules career and corporation. So it rules over the banking system, unlike Taurus. That is the true kingdom because the corporation, United States, is not United States. It's the United States of America Corporation. It's a United States is a corporation. Most of these places, country, are corporations. They've been incorporated. Is equivalent to going getting a business license and incorporated. That will. And then there's something of power, which is Aquarius, ruled by Uranus, the only planet that's unpredictable. But Aquarius ruled the third eye. Forever and ever, amen. That's ruled by Pisces. That rules the feet. That also rules the 12th house. Endings, Lawsons. It also rules what's like passed on is never passed on. It keep going on and on. Like, so if you die, you don't really die. You still living. I could check the birth chart of somebody right now that died 10 years ago, and I could see what's going on with them right now. That's that 12th house. Pisces. Losses. Endings. Forever and ever. Amen.
John
Take
going in. John going in. You take a drink
Nigga,
of
your
water,
Lord's
man.
prayer. Nigga, your Lord's prayer right there. Nigga, your Lord's prayer. I hate to do
Wow.
this.
That's crazy. Now we got the Queen Lindy on the check-in. Kevin Kelly holding on the chat with us as well. I did want to say this real quick before we get into the last topic. It irks me, John, that everything is inverted with these motherfuckers. When you reconnect with your soul and you become disciplined enough to be self-aware of what's going on out inverted. And these motherfuckers have found a way to fuck up a rainbow. Okay, they took the rainbow, and correct me if I'm wrong. You the expert here, but they found a way to took the rainbow, and the rainbow represented, I guess, after Noah's Ark, a rainbow. There was a rainbow out that symbolized that there'll never be another flood. Correct me if I'm wrong, but then they used that rainbow in such a beautiful manner that it represented to represent the motherfucking Baphomet. Let's keep it a bug, John. Is my information correct? Is it accurate, or am I tripping?
100% correct. A lot of things they took, a lot of people don't know is positive. Let's look at the before we get to the rainbow. Let's look at the Swazi sticker the Jews got, right? You know what the Jews use? That Swazi sticker?
What the stars?
Now the Swazi sign of the Jews, Hitler, that sign they got.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You want to know what that is?
I don't know what that is.
They made that racist, right? They made it for the Jews. Hitler, racist. Stick your arm out to the left. Aries. Stick your arms out to the right. Libra. That's all that is. That's why see sticker was positive. They made it negative. So when you
Wow.
get the same thing, a lot of these things they use, it's like it's not negative, it's pulling negative energy. So when you look at the rainbow again, the rainbow was based off of balancing Earth's elements. See what I'm saying? Every color rule a certain thing. So you got certain colors that's associated. Let's say red and blue, right? Let's do reds and blue for starters. When you come into light, the first color you see is red and blue. This is why they got the red and blue pill. This is why they got
Wow.
red and blue with a lot of things. So red could be Republicans, blue could be Democrats, whichever way. But red and blue is the first natural colors we see. Combine them, they start making more colors. You look at Aries. Aries is a planet that ruled by Mars. What color is Mars? It'd be known as red. So these are spiritual energies. Well, let's go deeper than that. If you get into the spiritual aspect of the rainbow, it was certain angels that was governed or given us certain colors to help our chakras, as they call it, certain parts of our bodies, organs or chakras. That's a spiritual aspect of it. But like you said, it was something positive they made negative. Like they'll take Jesus, the positive part of him, and they'll put him in this dumb movie with a red face in that, so people could believe Jesus had a red face. Kids ain't gonna know better. Programming. So they programming the rainbow to be gay. Programming. And I want to march with you. I want my rainbow back. I want all my colors back. Why they no black? Why they no black color in the rainbow? Oh,
I'm
fuck.
dead.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just wanted to just
Yeah,
get
they
some information.
program it to be negative, technically speaking, because it's not being association again with the gay people. It's the purpose of what they using it for. They
Yeah.
using it for a gay LGBT agenda. So now when somebody see the rainbow, they automatically program to say that's gay. So now black people, right? Or just people in general. Let's say men would be like, I ain't wearing yellow. Yellow ain't good for you. Yellow is that gay color. I ain't wearing pink. Real men don't wear pink. Listen, they're not stupid. Oh, come here, sit down for a minute. Stupid. No. Every day has a color, you moron. If you wear a different color a day, like Sunday is for the sun. You want good vibration, happiness, put it on yellow. Don't tell me nothing. Just put it on yellow and then tell me how was your day.
Right.
Monday is moon day. People are moody on Monday. This is where most of the heart attacks happen. So you want to put on colors that correlate with the moon, which is off white or silver or white. Wednesday is Mercury. Find out what colors associated with. This is color magic without doing that black magic coon shit. And I do this on my Facebook. I tell people what color to wear for the day. They always have an excellent day. See what I'm saying? But they taking that and categorizing that in these areas, not just for the money they can get off of it or the negative stigmatization that attached to it. They doing that so we could be lost on the origin of the rainbow. The rainbow come with 7 colors, technically. 7 colors come with 7 days of the week. 7 days of the week come with 7 planets, 7 vibrations, 7 numbers. So when you in alignment with yourself on a higher aspect, you will
Wow.
know Jupiter rules purple. It's the planets of abundance. So you want to wear that color, something close to that color on Thursdays. Here's
Wow.
another tip. Here's another tip. Go back to the day you was born. Look up your birthday and see what particular day you was born. I bet you got the most energy on that day.
That's crazy. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that.
When your birthday?
May 11th, 1991.
So
I
you
don't
was
know the
born on a
day.
Saturday. I bet you on Saturday is the best day for you to create stuff. You got all the energy on Saturday. That's your day, just like me.
Oh wait, your day is a Saturday too?
Yep. And I was
Oh,
born on the first. See the connection? You was
that's
born on
crazy.
May the 11th. I was born on May the 1st. So
That's crazy.
those number vibration is why we could communicate a certain way.
Hold up, John. You was born May the 1st?
Not May the first, my bad, February 1st.
I was about to say, hold up,
But I'm
what?
using a number like a lot of people that was born on the first or the 11th could possibly, I'm not saying for sure, but could have possibly born on that day. I'm just thinking about this now. You was born on the Saturday. So I guarantee you Saturday is your best days.
I mean, I will say I do have the most energy on Saturdays. I will say,
Bingo. That's what I mean. The most energy on Saturday.
yeah,
People that's born on Monday got the most energy on Monday. So now everybody in the chat or whoever listening, look what day you was born on, Google it, and then see if that resonate with you. And if it's do, that's the best time for you to get a lot of things done on that day.
right.
They
Because
don't want them.
the thing
And
is,
then look, black is your lucky color.
who
Because
me?
Saturn, yeah, Saturn is a black planet. So you're on that day, Saturday, Saturn was in your area. That means you can structure things.
Wow.
You could run a whole corporation. That's your best day to get things structured, organized, stuff like that. Because Saturn's supporting you. Saturday is Saturn. Sunday is, you know what I mean? Every day was based off the sun day, moon, month, day. Saturday, Saturn day.
Word. That's some real shit. That's some real shit. A lot of people, man, they don't know this. They too worried about what's going on VH1 right now.
They gonna know now, though.
Now let's hop
Yep,
into
I'm
the
snitching.
last topic. I know you don't really give a damn about basketball and
Hold on, hold on,
sports.
hold on. Wait. Let me hit the chat for a second.
Oh, shit. My fault.
India, February the 6th, 1967. 1987. My bad. Okay, let me just give you some free information. Agree and tell me if I'm wrong. Um, right now, you feel like your back is against the wall, but you know there's something ahead of you. You've been working on something behind the scene. You're on the internet more. You could possibly have something to do with networking, friendship, pop up by the end of this week. You've been working on something to do with career, corporation, and reputation, and your money is looking a little better right now. So you got to avoid these negative friends. So by the end of this week, you're gonna have some good stuff. You've been through a lot. God damn. Your last 2 weeks was kind of bad. This week is going to pick up. And you're a type of person that always help people and don't know how to ask for help. Come on, Lydia, talk to me. Did that make sense?
Oh, man, John, he breathed 3 times in that whole. All right. But we're gonna wait for Linear to get back. But
Yeah, Lydia,
definitely.
she the type of person that give. She said facts. She give a lot of help to people. So that tells me your energy says you need to focus on helping yourself because you do a lot of humanitarian. You help the family out. You help people out. You probably invite people to stay at your house and all this stuff. And you would like do so much for everybody else that it would be a sacrifice to yourself. So now you're being forced to focus on yourself with organizations and groups, things coming your way. So you can't keep, you got to listen, you got some type of gift. You need to start charging for it. I don't know what it is. Yeah, you got to come out of that. You're already tired. You're not tired. You at the end of that, right? Next year, January gonna be good for you. The end of this month is actually just cleaning up a lot of things for you. It's cleaning up. So you about ready to take off, but you got to know how to separate friends because you don't really understand. It's teaching you about friends. You don't like you know what a real friend is. You give your heart as a real friend to people. You know what I mean? So you got to start being friendly to yourself. You got to be selfish. I usually don't tell people this. People like you don't know how to be selfish. You give away your power, you give away your money, your kindness, all that. If you're in a relationship, that person did you dirty last year and you still took them back.
God damn. All right.
Yeah, that's your gift. That's your gift. You 3 years ahead of everybody. You can predict things because you 3 years ahead of everybody. So you don't get props or you do get recognition, but on a low level. You know what I mean? You get recognition. You can come up with things and like you be good for stock markets. You be good for real estate, predicting numbers and stuff like that. But you do it locally, like in the hood, helping people like that for nothing versus where's your white friends at? Shit. Better go back to the white people pay you more than the black people. That's the sad part about white and black. Black people always want to get over. But yeah, you're definitely good at predicting. You can see things. You're gifted. You're intuitive. You know what? I'm gonna do a whole chart on you. Team Aquarius. Team Aquarius.
Yeah, so definitely link up. Lindy will link up with the good brother John Hardy, man. He'll tell you about your whole life. You ain't even gotta tell him nothing.
Yeah.
He did it to me. So let's get into this last topic real quick, John Hardy. I'm gonna let you go after this, man. Like I said, I know you really don't keep up with basketball, anything really sports related. You're too busy out here being the guru that you are in the astro realm. But you are, when it come to people, as you just showed me and Lindia, you on point with it. Now, I want to talk about Kevin Durant. Me personally, I feel like Kevin Durant is bipolar. Okay, over the summer after he destroyed LeBron James in the finals, he hangs out with LeBron James in the summertime. Him and LeBron James did a song. They recorded a song together. However long ago it was, but now recently Kevin Durant is coming out saying that LeBron, he's pretty much saying that Kyrie Irving, which is a teammate of LeBron James, Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant are the best to ever do it. I mean, completely shutting out the person that the media is telling us, and pretty much everybody who keeps up with sports, that LeBron James is the best basketball player on the planet. And his birthday, I pulled up his birthday for you. Is his birthday is September 29th, 1988. He's 30 years of age right now. But my whole thing is I don't
Who you talking about?
understand.
Kevin Durant?
Yeah, Kevin Durant. I don't understand people like this that 1 minute you hanging out with a person, you made plans with a human being, and then the next minute you maybe passively or low key dragging them. Like I don't understand. He also said being playing with LeBron James is a toxic environment. So he's playing both sides of the fence. I don't trust people like this. Maybe you can tell me something more like on a spiritual level, or why he's carrying on like this.
Yeah, he's carrying on like that because, like, it took a lot for him to do this, to be honest. But it's personal with him. So this don't got nothing to do. What he's talking right now got nothing to do with basketball. Nothing. It's something that happened between, because I remember watching videos with them exercising together.
Right.
Opposite teams. That was a problem right there. But he's the type of person that can actually go hang out with the enemy and still be cool with them, long as he benefit from it.
That's weird.
That's no. Let me tell you, he a Libra, right? Let me tell you something. He's a Libra, right?
God.
So that tells me a Libra. If you got a Libra in your life, a Libra will go find out who you cheating on that person with, and go hang out with that person, the enemy. They cool for sleeping with the enemy. You know, so that tells me he was with LeBron, for instance, because he had a problem with somebody else that had a problem with LeBron's. But now I know Libra's taking L's right now. It ain't gonna be for long, but Libra's taking L's right now. So that tells me he's taking everything to a personal level. LeBron is just like, yo, chill with this or whatever. He also got family issues. So that's how I know it's personal. He had family issues, probably still got it. Um, he had issues in the home and issues with his money. So especially with like the, but it's gonna pick back up. But that definitely tells me like he can be secretive, hating on you. So he might have been saying things behind LeBron's back all the time he been chilling with him. But LeBron, being a Capricorn, is the type of person that don't pay attention to that. Cause he's just aiming for number one. He's competitive, number one. I don't care. I don't niggas say, yo, he talking behind your back. I ain't worrying about him. I'm gonna be number one. Like that fuels LeBron's fire to even make his score higher than his. So what he's doing right now, I'm gonna be honest, whether he's right or wrong, it's gonna backfire. It's gonna backfire.
And a lot of people are saying that it's coming from a place of jealousy because everyone feels like LeBron is the best player in the world. But I feel like it makes no sense. Kevin Durant has won the last two national basketball championships. He's been the most valuable player in the finals the last 2 years. How is it possible that somebody that's won the last 2 years isn't the best player in the world and they guarded each other? So it
Okay, we
just
going with, I'm gonna tell you why. Look at now, we going back again. Let's go with um Kevin Durant, right? His Mars, which is action, war, assertiveness. leadership. They down to be number one. It's in Aries. That's a super good thing because Mars rules Aries, right? But it's in retrograde. So that means every time Mars go retrograde, he's going through some shit. So he went through some shit and whatever. But now he's back on his competitive. People that got Mars and Aries could be humble when shit hit the fan. But when they come back into their power, he's made to be number one, right? Now you look at LeBron, he's a Capricorn. He think he's number one, but he would be so competitive with anybody conversating basketball, sports, and if he like LeBron grew up, if he wasn't number one working at a place, sales, he quit. He know when to bow out. So the two people, let's just put it like this: the last two people out of all zodiac signs you want to argue with is a fucking Aries or Capricorn,
That's a
and
super fact.
and
My
Aries
mother
is
was the Aries, John. I hated
Aries is the worst. Aries is the worst. But you know what? Aries will even back down from a Capricorn because the Capricorn, like a Capricorn, would just be competitive. So they don't. It's like they don't know nothing, especially for LeBron being a Capricorn. His career is. You want to mess up his life, mess up his career, make a lie about him. He got so much stuff he never told about.
Wow.
He keep his whole reputation on low key. They said him and Obama never did nothing to shame themselves in public. Yeah, this is a Leo. He know how to keep his home problem at home. This dude is listen. I ain't allegedly. I ain't even gonna say allegedly. I'm just saying speculation. I'm speculating whatever girl he with, ex-girlfriend, he didn't pay off. He stalked them. He stalked them. He flipped on them over being with somebody else
Who,
because he
LeBron?
always, yeah. Even if he broke up with a girl, he still stalked them because he wanted to be number one to that girl in that relationship. He wanted to be number one in basketball. He wanted to be number one in everything he do, and his reputation depends on it. So he will fight tooth and nail for that. Now this dude being an Aries, it's like God damn. This is the GOAT literally versus the Ram, and you know the Ram love headbutting people
Right.
but he be too impulsive. That's his problem. He should have pulled this car back and they got somebody else to join him and then came at him. He just jumped out the window. It tells me Kevin Durant jump out the window, especially when it's speaking, because the speaking could be like bipolar in a way. You know what I mean? He say things that
Do
he
you think he would go as far as play on the same team as this dude that he's pretty much, you know what I mean, trying to drag, whatever the case may be?
listen. A Libra, listen. A Libra. Listen. They're not better than a Libra, right? A Libra. If you are married to a Libra and you got a auto mechanic shop, right? A Libra will bring the side nigga she's messing with to get his car fixed. And
Wow.
one way to help you get money, but another way to keep that person closer to them. They know how to keep enemies close to them. Then he got Pluto and Scorpio, so he got a lot of secrets, hidden enemies, stuff like that.
I'm dead.
But you know what I mean? So I'm telling you, they if you trapping and you the plug, they'll bring the person they having sex with to come get the work from you.
Wow.
Libras is full investigator. This dude's a full investigator, though. He
Oh,
will
that's
find a whole bunch of stuff out, hang around somebody that don't like LeBron for 3 to 6 months, get all the dirt he could get on them, and then blow him up. Unlike a Scorpio, once they find out, they're gonna snap. They're gonna take it to the top.
That's crazy. And I'll be honest, I think, in my opinion, from my travels, for some reason, all I meet is fucking people born in September, man. And I hate them at this point. I can't stand Libras, man. Me and Libras, we never have good relationships.
You
It's
know why?
always some complicated bullshit. You know what
Because Libras is born into relationships, so that's a good thing. But they indecisive. You see that scale of
I'm saying?
justice? That scale is unbalanced. They need balance. See what I'm saying? So Libra's actually good with an Aries versus a Taurus. The Taurus is next sign over. Taurus is kind of even better with a Scorpio than a Libra. But when it comes to that, your argument's always going to be over money. They want to be spoil you. They want things they way. Libras don't care. They could be supportive though. They could be like Libra. Like let's look at these four people: Aries, uh, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Right? You know what they got? You know what they got in common? Aries and Capricorn will get shit done. A Libra and Cancer need help, need supportive, need
That's
the
a fact.
relationship.
That's a
See what I'm
fact.
saying? They can't do nothing by themselves. But a Libra will be manipulating and getting what they want, thinking they'll spoil you queen. Like I deserve this because Libra be. I've never seen an ugly Libra. I'll be honest, but you know what I mean. But they think they gonna play off of that. You know what I mean? And then the Cancer is the same way. Like a Cancer is need to be supported too.
Oh, that's
See
a
what I'm
fact.
saying? Or if they independent, they always find somebody to support. A Libra won't do that. A Libra, if she independent, she's picking niggas like a candy store. I pick whoever I want when I want them.
That's,
So
man,
that's his mindset. His mindset is more or less like he played off of LeBron, even though he looked at him like he's the enemy. That's why he went with him. It's meant he learned all his shit, all his technique. He can't say LeBron ain't help him with a lot of things in his life. Even though me personally, I believe Kevin Durant is underestimated. Team player wise, better than LeBron's. Shots better. LeBron is just more of a stronger opponent to go against in the middle and the center and all that, or whatever the case may be. But and he's been out longer than LeBron's too. So with that said, you know what I mean? He's smart enough to chill sleeping with the enemy. Like I said before, he slept with the enemy. But LeBron's ain't stupid. He's ruled by Saturn. He could spot all that shit.
oh damn. Well, I heard something earlier before we get up out of here. I heard something earlier. Just want to know your quick opinion on this. I was listening to this YouTuber. His name is the Big Facts Podcast, aka Ayo Canseco. If you haven't heard of him, you should check him out, John. He's definitely a character, but he be saying some shit. I just want to know your quick opinion on this before we get up out of here. He said that you will never know your woman until you have a baby with her. And I was like, damn, like I was thinking about, well, you don't know a chick until you live with her or until you get married. But I was like, damn,
No, all that. No, 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 no. He's
that
talking.
might be right.
No, 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 no. He's correct, and you're correct. The thing about it, that tells me he's putting his personal problem out there. That tells me he might have just got somebody pregnant and shit like that. But the fact of the matter, you will never know a woman until you have a baby by her, till you live with her, till you marry with her, until the money go dry, until you get locked up. You will never know anybody in general until that shit hit the fan. See what I'm saying? So that just don't apply to females. That apply to your day one. Your day one, you locked up. They ain't see you no bread or nothing. You feel me?
Yeah,
You
that,
get in a shootout or something. They not riding with you. They ducked on the side while you was or eating anything. You got caught cheating by your girl. They might have told on you. So just like a female, you would never know a female until you hit these spiritual aspects of breeding a baby with them. You know what I mean? Or moving in with them or marrying them. Those are three. Those are just like the three cardinal points. It's technically four too if you get locked up. So those are the four cardinal points when you're gonna find out when you know somebody. So he's correct on that. I believe that, and that's what a. But that's in general. That's a general thing that applies to anybody. Like you could be my man, and all of a sudden when your friend your ends is gone, your friends is gone.
and but the thing with me, it's just like, damn, bro. I do everything as far as relationships. I do everything I'm supposed to do. I scout the chick out. I make sure she got all her teeth, her breath smell good, and we can have real logical, enlightened conversations. But it's like, damn, I gotta how long we gotta be together for you just to be the same, for you to just be the same now, like forever, be the same person forever now. Like, don't switch it up. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's I'm gonna be so upset if I
See,
do meet a
people,
chick and
people,
she
nah,
switched
but you
up.
know what it is. You
Right.
got to look at the soul connection of the people you meet, and you know what I mean. A lot of people meet people like I said. Oh, she bad because she got a tattoo. She bad because this dude is the shit. Because girls be bragging. Oh, you got a big dick. Oh, he got a nice car. Oh, she got a nice pussy. She got what I mean. So people meet people for material, things or even material gains. You know what I mean? Look at Hugh Hefner. He died an unmarried motherfucker.
Wow.
He
And,
died
and do you just think real quick the way shit is right now and the trajectory is crazy? Do you think it's even worth having kids anymore? Is it if you have kids in an era like this, is it being selfish? Would you personally be scared to have kids in an era like this?
Well, I can't say it's not a bad thing because we all was kids, so we was born. I can't say it's a bad thing to have kids, but you got to be careful of the people you having kids with. First of all, second of all, um, a lot of people make the mistake of not preparing to have a kid. You know what I mean? Preparation. If somebody feel they want a certain type of kid, there's a certain type of time you can have sex to make sure the kids come out a certain type of month. You want to eat certain type of food, stop smoking and drinking for the bodily aspect. You know what I mean? And then you want to make sure that you happy with the person. You know what I mean? You want to make sure you're happy with the person before you even jump out the window, have a kid, or get married, or move in with them. You know what I mean?
Right. But if pretty much what I'm trying to say is, like, if I have a kid right now, or if somebody's thinking about having a baby right now, is the Illuminati gonna get them? Is it
Well,
inevitable?
for you, it's not because you're not Illuminati. You should be having a baby too, right?
Hell
Let me
no.
stop.
Hell no.
but but nah. I mean, if you're in the industry, yeah, that's a whole nother ball game. If you're in the industry and you have a baby, whatever's attached to you is attached to the baby. So yeah, that's one thing. But if you just somebody that just want to have a baby, you know what I mean. You gotta make your choices and with the person who you're having it with, you know what I mean, because you don't know the person that you're having it with. That same hypothetically demonic spirit could come into your child, so now you gotta live with that for your rest of their life. Now when your kid get older, your kid, if it's a daughter, you're gonna do the same thing you went through with the mother. You carrying that energy on for a whole nother 18 years.
That's some spooky shit.
You carrying that energy on for a whole nother 18 years.
All right, well, damn. Hey, that triple salute, the Astro Enlightenment Guru slash coach, my big homie John Hardy on the check. And once again, his information is on the screen. Check out johnhardynow.com. His website is popping. Also, subscribe to John Hardy on YouTube by looking up Astro Enlightenment. Okay, definitely subscribe and hit that notification bell. John, tell them about the book and also what can they look forward to coming from that side.
Website about to come out. I definitely got the book Salt and Water for the Soul, where I break down and in biblical terms too, but our body is basically lacking minerals at birth. So let's say somebody like Linnea, I can't even pronounce her name, right? She says she's Aquarius, so she's lacking a salt from February, March, April, probably May too. So, and you're a Taurus, so you lack the salt of May, half of that, June, July, a little bit in August. So August is magnesium. That's telling you lack magnesium. You know what I mean? The book breaks down that, and it also breaks down what's real salt versus fake salt, what's real water versus fake water, and how does it apply to our daily life. And I even went so deep into breaking it down how where is it, in the spiritual aspect, but more or less the planets actually got salt and water. The earth is full of salt and water. Our body is full of salt and water. We are salt natural beings with 30% salt, 70% water. The earth, 30% salt, they call gravel, dirt, sand. You look up, all that's oxygen, 70%. If you look at the river, or not the river, the ocean or the water, 30% salt, 70% water. So these are the aspects that we need to learn to start using to avoid artery problems, heart problems. This is causing diabetes. These using like table salt only got like two minerals in it, sodium and chloride, and then they cook it at 1,000 degrees. So they cooking all the elements out of it because salt, real salt, is a living product. It's a living being. You know what I mean? And then they bleaching it on top of it. This is how the medical industry make money. So when we start with health, we want to start with salt and water before we get the fruits and vegetables, herbs and spices, and all that. Because even in the Bible, herbs is the healing of the nation. So my book go definitely deep in depth of salt and water. And if you need your readings, shoot me an email at astrolifecoach@gmail.com or go to my website, johnhardynow.com. Medical readings, personalities, compatibilities, who you may be compatible with, relationship wise. You got relationship issues, I'm known to fix that. Easy, easy. I helped like at least 4 marriages. And if I tell you it ain't gonna work out, I might get cocky and wait 2 weeks and be like, "What happened? We broke up." I told you. I told you. Well, yeah, is he coming back? No, no, he's not coming back. Is she coming back? No, she's not coming back. But you can visit me on there. Get ready for the book to come out, and YouTube will be coming out soon as well.
All right, so
Well,
triple
314, gotta go.
triple salute to the big homie John Hardy on the check-in. Triple salute to the kings and queens on the check-in. We had the Queen Lindia check-in with us. We had the big homie Jamaica, Kevin Kelly on the check-in. The homie Sean, and whoever else I forgot, man. Triple salute to y'all. Appreciate y'all rocking with us. The homie Joe, the newcomer Joe. So definitely triple salute to all of y'all, man. John, you know, I appreciate you 1,000% for hopping up on here, and definitely every time we talk, I learn a whole plethora of new ish. You know what I'm saying? So it's you a problem out here, man. You a problem.
Yeah, I ain't even come out yet. This is teasing. This is I ain't even come. I ain't even come. I ain't released my website. I'm just teasing. My Facebook is lit.
Right. So definitely triple salute to all the kings and queens, man, and supporting us, and definitely support John Hardy, man.
Oh
It's a
yeah,
big deal.
you can also I forgot you can also visit me at www.facebook.com/King John 2020 all capital letters. That's King John 2020 all capital letters. Fastest way to get to me.
You already heard it. Definitely check out the Mr. Superfacts store. The link will be in the description, y'all. So with that, this was Real Rap episode 12. Thank y'all for joining us, and we gonna see y'all on the next one. All right, peace.